Lakota West High School for the second time this season. Your Lakota West Firebirds getting set for their second home matchup of the 2023 football season. And we thank you for tuning in to this Lakota West student broadcast. As always, taking you along the way tonight, I'm Nick Johnson doing the play-by-play, and alongside our analyst Jordan Hauk. And Jordan, we've got an incredible matchup here tonight. The Firebirds coming off of their first win of the season, a much-needed bounce-back game against a Fairfield that has struggled on the defensive side of the ball. And when you take a look at the offensive struggles that this team has had, it is exactly what they needed.
Oh yeah, it was a dominant win last week. I mean, that's one for momentum that you carry into this week, and hopefully we'll see some similar stuff that we saw last week in this one. Middletown, not crazy tough competition, but again, they're 2-1, and it's anybody's game right now in the GMC. So hopefully we're looking to pick up a big W this weekend.
And a big part of that win last week, a different look at quarterback. Sam Wiles stepped in under center. Jackson Smith out with a fracture in his left forearm. He did take a few snaps in that game, and we should be seeing him a little bit in this game. But Sam Wiles will be returning as the starting quarterback here tonight. Can you take us through his performance last week and how well it went?
I mean, it's hard to explain, I'm going to be honest. He was phenomenal. I mean, he did great. You see 9 for 10 passing, 2 TDs. Average yards at 18.2. I mean, it was unbelievable. He made it happen from both sides. He made it happen running the ball. He made it happen passing the ball. I mean, he was all over the place. You know him as a running base quarterback, but he showed off the arm last game, and he let it fly, and he hit his guys, and he just had a great week, and hopefully he can carry that performance into this game today.
And of course, offense. The story of last week, offense had been struggling all year, and then they turned the ship around. You know who hasn't been struggling all year, Jordan, is the defense, who has continued to stay lights out. They put up a goose egg against the Indians last week, and they should be just as strong as ever heading into tonight's game. What has made that defense so dominant?
I think it's all around toughness, mental toughness. It starts with the D-line. Great guys on the D-line. You got Eli Davis killing it. You got Gabe killing it. You got Jonas killing it. All these guys are killing it on the line, and that sets up for everybody else. Inside linebackers doing a great job. Aspects doing a great job. It's all around. And coverage has always been locked down for the past 3 years, honestly. This defense has not let up, and I mean forever. And game in and game out, they give you a performance to remember. And I think it's just playing as a unit, and they've done a great job to this point, and I'm sure there'll be another great performance today.
And another thing that really stands out is just how many leaders they have on that side of the ball. And if we take a look at some of our captains, you'll notice a lot of standouts on that defense. Jacob Asbeck, most notably. Gabe Flores on there. Eli Davis and Tabron bennie-powell, and of course Junior Gonzalez. Always fun to watch on the offensive side of the ball, but so many defensive names, and they are all just incredibly talented players.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a unit. I mean, these guys are all tough. These guys are all mentally tough, and they've been playing with each other for a long time. Most of these guys are 3-year starters, so that's why they make it this far, and that's why they play so good. And I expect to see the same performance here tonight. Once again, Middletown, not great competition, but again, I mean, just playing as a unit. Hopefully, they can make some plays, fly around the ball as they've done all year.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick step aside here for just a few moments. We got more pregame coverage right when we return here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting.
For 5th grade, we have 5th grade red, team number 99.
And welcome back to Lakota West High School. More pregame coverage before we get into this contest against the Middletown Middies. We talked a little bit about the offensive new faces that we saw last week that contributed to the new success, as well as some of the familiar faces here on defense. So we know, we get past week 3, we know a lot about this team so far. So tonight should be a good test game to see how well the Firebirds fare against some other GMC competition heading into the back half of the season. Weird to say we're already approaching that. Week 5 is next week, 10-week regular season. And hopefully we get 2 more home games, playoffs at the end of that, but regular season already coming up on half number 2. So without further ado, let's get to the Hauk breakdown before tonight's game against the Middletown Middies.
Oh boy. All right, we'll start up at the top, Nick. We're seeing, for Middletown, from their perspective, they're seeking their first win since 2011. Guys, that is a long time ago. I'm going to be honest. Can't do my math right now, so I can't give it the year, but if you can, that's a long time. And the most recent result was 33-7 last year against Lakota West, of course, coming out on top on that one. I remember that one. And another goal is just staying in the win column. Again, I talked about it last week. It's a momentum win. And hopefully, once you get rolling, you get rolling. You start dominating teams. You start putting good film out there. You start connecting as a team and getting these 40, 50-point wins like you saw last year and the year before. And hopefully roll into the playoffs as a strong contender. Again, defensive dominance, as always. Game in and game out. That's the thing you look to see, and you expect to see, is that defensive dominance. Play as a unit, fly around the ball, make tackles, make plays. There's nothing much else you could say other than they've been great all year. And wide receiver connections. These athletes are going to be put up to the test tonight. Middletown's got some guys on the defensive side of the ball that are looking to stop. It's guys like Brendan Remy and Trey Barnett and G. But, they got their hands full tonight because these guys are athletes, and Sam Wiles is going to be looking to take some shots deep, and that's for sure. And last thing, GMC race, open for anybody. Princeton right now is probably the front runner in the GMC, but it's anybody's game. Princeton hasn't really played anybody too tough yet. Middletown's 2-1. The GMC race is wide open. So if you can win out here, you have a really nice shot at winning the GMC. So, again, every game from here on out is absolutely important. So we look to see get a big statement win tonight here, Nick.
I do want to go back to something you mentioned about the defensive domination. One of the familiar faces here tonight for the Middletown Middies is lining up on that defensive line, and we'll come back and talk about that in a few moments after our national anthem.
To honor those in service to our country.
All right, well, we're back after the national anthem here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. As always, I'm Nick Johnson. Alongside is our analyst, Jordan Hauk. And as we are getting ready to say there, we got a big story on this defensive line for Lakota West. A familiar face for these Middletown Middies, and he will be wearing the number 7 tonight, Elijah Davis. He used to be a Middletown Middie, grew up in that school system, and now he's a Firebird. And I can tell you, this game is going to be a big game for him. I was talking with his mother before this game, and she was telling me all about how excited he is to, hopefully go out there and do some damage against this Middletown offense. So can you speak from experience? Have you ever played football outside of Lakota, or have you always been a Firebird?
I'm going to be honest, I have not. I actually grew up in the Stallions organization, so, they're extinct now, but I mean, that's where I grew up. That's where I played with my guys. But again, Eli, coming up from the Middletown school system, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder tonight. He's going to play with some feel and some passion, and hopefully we'll get to see what he does best. I mean, he's game in and game out. He's done a phenomenal job, and that's why he's going to Akron, and that's why he's just a great human.
So you think we're going to see a noticeable boost in his performance here tonight on that line?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, when you're going to your old school system, I mean, don't know what that feels like personally, but I mean, I can only imagine. I'm going to be honest.
And of course, Sycamore utilized that run game heavily against Middletown, especially in the second half of last week's game. So we'll see, their Middletown, the defensive line, we'll see what the run game is like for West, but then also against those, they call them the grave diggers on the defensive line. Is Middletown going to be able to run that ball? Is the quarterback going to stay under pressure? These lines on both sides are going to be something to watch for both West and for Middletown to see how they hold up against each other. We got about a little under 3 minutes remaining to kick off here. We thank you for tuning in to this broadcast. Kickoff is just a few minutes away. Don't go anywhere here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. West looks to move to 2-2 right up next when we return. But these are the go-to. I like them.
I agree. Great take.
Jeremiah Landers will start out in the shotgun here. He's got to back out to his left. We got a whistle blown before the snap. Does not look like a penalty. It looks like the ref talking to Tabron, possibly an equipment issue. Not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
It's an incredible way to start a football game. You never want to see a bunch of penalties or ref interference, and then right off the bat, you see a little ref interference before you get the first snap.
Yeah, we saw that a lot with Princeton. Hopefully we don't get it here tonight.
Talon Malakote will be to the left of Landers here in shotgun. Takes a snap. This one handed off right side. And we were talking about it pregame. There goes that dominant defense swallowing up Malakote in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, again, all night you're going to see these guys throwing the ball. They're going to try to run the ball, and they probably will not have very much success, so they're going to have to pass it. But again, this coverage unit is pretty elite. So, I mean, this is just a game plan game, I guess I should call it. You got to have the perfect game plan to go in here and get a couple yards play by play if you're Middletown. Definitely not trying to go deep first play. Just try to get a couple yards at a time.
And I did misread the number there. That is number 3, Eric Schroeder in the backfield for Middletown. 221 yards on the season as they fake the handoff there. Schroeder looking to throw on the play action, escapes up the middle. Bierman misses a tackle there. A great dive to save himself there for Landers, but he only picks up a couple extra yards on the carry. Still a 3rd and long upcoming.
Yeah, it's that agility that you'll see. Definitely going to be moving around in the pocket tonight, that's for sure. So he does bring that ability to the table, though. So decent passer. He's also great at avoiding the sack and really evading that. So we'll definitely see a lot of him moving around the night.
See that defensive front getting set. Elijah Davis, Jonas Griffith, and Gabe Flores. Definitely a menacing-looking front. Getting lined up here for 3rd and 5. Taking a snap, it's Landers. Another play action. Pressure on the play from Grant Bierman. Late hit. Tabron Bennie-Powell, a strong hit on the receiver by that Middletown sideline. Dalen Jamison is able to come up with the football. It will be a 3 and out.
Yeah, that was a great job by Tabron right there. He closed out quick. He gave him no time. He was open, made the catch, but when you close out that fast, you're not going to get a lot of opportunity to really get any yards after the catch. So great job right there to force the 3 and out.
4th and 2. We're not going to see any Dan Campbell fake punt calls here, I don't think. Backed up in your own territory. Brennan Remy out deep. Dropped punt. And the punter brought down. Oh, the ball came loose. Asbeck trying to scoop the football. That ball's still alive. That's West 6.
That's all it takes right there. Just a simple mistake by the punter. I mean, looked a little nervous back there. He was shaking with the ball. That's the worst thing you could do. As a punter, you got to go down with that and at least give your defense a chance. But again, that's just a mistake that happens. That gives West 6 on the board. Just like that, we're only about a minute into this one. But yeah, that's West 6. That's how you do it.
Sam Wiles, Jackson Smith. Who needs a quarterback when you got this defense, right?
When you got that special teams, that's the real hero.
And Jacob Asbeck, we talked about him being a captain too, such a leader, tons of talent from that guy. There's a reason he's going to play Division I college football at Navy. And you mentioned it before, going into those armed services, you got to have that toughness, you got to have that certain personality about you. Asbeck's got it. We'll come back in a few moments. Middletown looking to get off to a bit of a better start on their 2nd offensive drive. Mikhail Dorn back deep for the Middletown Middies. Kickoff number 2 coming within the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of this game. The scoop and score on the punt. It's not even a block punt. What do you call that? It's bad snap, bad reception there. Whatever that punt play was, just ugly looking special teams. It costs you. And we saw that to a T there as this defense marches back out for the Firebirds.
Yeah, that was the old fumble-rooski right there, I'm going to be honest. Never seen that. I mean, excuse me, I have seen that. But it usually doesn't occur like that. Usually the punter goes down, offense takes over. But it's a bit of slippery hands that gives West a quick 7. So see if this defense can repeat what they did last time, force the quarterback out of the pocket, get good pressure. That's all it takes to get these 3 and out. So hopefully they can do it right here.
We'll see Landers back out in shotgun here. Back once again to his right, it's Schroeder. Motion man there, Tyler Patterson. And around motion, This will be a handoff up the middle, goes nowhere, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, if not a half a yard behind. Firebirds' defensive front continues to hold strong.
That was a great job by Eli. He stuffed that middle. Him and Jonas did a great job right there, stuffing the middle. Give the center no space to breathe. And when you give the center no space to breathe, you give the running back no space to breathe. And that brings up a 2nd and 10. I mean, it went nowhere. Hopefully they can do the same thing right here, Nick.
Well, hopefully Middletown taking their time in the huddle here. Play clock's winding down already within 10 seconds. Got to scheme up something special against this defense. Sometimes that takes a little time. 3 seconds remaining. Landers gets set, calls for the snap here, back to throw, under pressure from all sides. He's going to escape to his left. Grant Bierman in pursuit. Landers will be ushered out of bounds about 2 yards shy of that line to gain, sitting on the 30.
Yeah, again, he really does a great job eluding the sack and being mobile in the pocket. That's probably what the most chunky yardage you're going to see here tonight is going to be that scramble. Hopefully they can maybe put a QB spy on him or something. It looked like a spy type play right there when they put Grant Bierman on him, but they can dial something up, rely on man coverage. Should be good to go all night. So this will set up a 3rd and about 3. See if we can have another 3 now.
Just now under 9 minutes here. Game is flying by, but man, we'll see if West can keep this clock managed pretty well to get this offense back out here, man. I feel like we're going to run out of time as that run blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Middletown once again 3 and out.
Again, guess who that was? Eli Davis. I mean, he is everywhere. We talked about him pregame. We'll talk about him postgame. But, I mean, what else can you say about that guy? I mean, he's just such an animal. He's such a beast. I mean, he's just an overall great athlete. As see the special teams, try it out there again. Hopefully we can give a repeat of what happened last time.
You can even watch Eli's body language down there on that sideline. It's nothing to him as that ball gets blocked. West falls on it again. Not that it matters. Would have been a turnover on down, although Middletown says they scooped it in front of that first down marker. Is that a Middletown first down?
I think it is.
That's going to be a Middletown first down. They saved their own blocked punt.
Wow.
Defense comes back on.
You definitely do not see that often. I mean, that's just bad luck if you ever have any. I mean, jeez.
It's not every day you have 2 special teams blunders and only one doesn't go your way.
Yeah. Usually block punts don't result in a first down, but you saw it here tonight and ruins the 3 and out. I think that's what most makes me sad, but gives the defense another chance to shine because they've been doing great so far, so good. Hopefully they can repeat it again.
We have a whistle blown for here. Looks like a timeout, and it will be for the Firebirds, I believe, as we'll take a quick step. No, it is a Middletown timeout. We will still take a step aside. Middletown takes their first charge of the half, and we'll be right back in about 30 seconds on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. Back after the Middletown timeout. They have 2 remaining with 7:46 to play in the first quarter here from Firebird Field. 2 3 and outs so far, although Middletown still with the ball after an interesting block punt turned first down. So we will see Landers back out on the field once again. This is going to be a handoff. Randa Schroeder, 2-yard gain up the middle before being wrapped up by Jacob Asbeck as well as Bukhari Miles, I believe.
Number 3.
Or that is Tabron bennie-powell wearing number 3 out there for the Firebirds.
Yeah, not a lot of room on that one. I mean, they've been trying to run the ball up the middle. They've had little to no success. And again, that sets up about a 2nd and 7 here. So probably expect them to go to the air here. Again, they've only had 1 completion so far. So coverage unit doing a good job so far. So I expect them to go to the air here. See if the coverage can lock it down again.
I do apologize in advance for any misread numbers. That was 0 Davion McCoy, I was just told. The red numbers on black, not great from this angle. Love the unis, but man, they're tough to read. as under pressure there as Landers has to ditch it off to the west sideline. Great pressure there from Gabe Flores as well as Cam Thomas, the sophomore. There is a flag down on the field.
Probably going to get Middletown for a face mask-ish penalty from the trenches.
Eli's helmet popped off there. I'd have to think either that is some kind of hands to the face, maybe a holding call that popped off that helmet.
Yeah.
When you extend those plays. We do have the refs mic'd up here at Firebird Field, game 2 with that.
Oh.
And they are going to pocket the flag, it looks like.
Wow.
There's no foul for illegal participation. The player's helmet came off and he did not participate in the play. Third down.
Ooh.
So great explanation there. No flag on the play because the extra player was not playing. I don't think I've ever heard that call.
Yeah, that'll get you sometimes, but Eli's tough spirit wanted to make that play. Sometimes it costs you, actually, in high school football. I wish it wasn't like that, but that's just how it is. And, I mean, it ended up being fine.
Looks like maybe confusion on a spot of the ball. Both teams walking up to where it was originally spotted. So it looked like it was originally going to be a Middletown penalty. But we'll see Landers here, 3rd and 7. Low snap, back to throw, under pressure. Fires to the first down marker, caught by his tight end. That is Tyler Patterson, the 5'11", 205 senior. And that'll be the first down.
It's a good completion right there. Soft coverage on the safety side right there. Just fit it in there, get the first down. I mean, that's what you need to do if you're Middletown. And keeps the chains moving, keeps the offense on the field. And still, we have yet to see this West offense. I think that's what I'm most surprised about so far.
Almost halfway through the quarter, here we are. Firebirds keep containing Landers. Maybe it's not a bad thing. Takes a snap here. Play action. He's going to take off with it. Keeper to the left side. Finn Mason with some pressure there, but Drew Minnick will get to the legs of the quarterback, sending him out of bounds.
Yeah, Landers, again, I mean, he's doing an excellent job avoiding pressure, doing his best to scramble around the pocket. Again, he's a mobile QB, so that's what you're going to see all night tonight. You've seen it so far. It's those quarterback runs, those draw plays, those quarterback draws, those evade the sack plays that get you a couple yards on the scramble. So he's doing a good job so far. Hopefully this D-line can shut it down.
As you mentioned, great way to avoid the pass rush. Don't deal with the pass rush. Get out of the pocket. See him take the snap here. He will deal with the pass rush. Landers fires across the middle. It is caught. And that will be close to a first down there for Talon Malakote, and they are going to give it to him.
Yeah, Malakote, he did a great job holding on. That was a big hit. Nice little hit by Tabron. He was able to hold on and move the chains. So, again, if you're Middletown, this is what you want. You want these short little passes that get you a couple yards each time. They're going to try to wear this defense out, this coverage unit out. Nobody's been successful to this point on the year, but I guess that's Middletown's mindset at this point.
Schroeder moving from the backfield, going wide to the left of Landers here. Landers another quick strike, and he will find once again Talon Malakote near the 40-yard line of Firebirds territory, about a yard and a half shy of that line to gain.
Yeah, they're really using the zone to their advantage here. Zone can always be a good and bad thing, but when you play a soft zone and you can fit it in those pockets, that's an easy 6-7 yards. And every time, if you keep doing that, you keep moving the chains, and that's what keeps them on the field, and that's what Middletown's goal is at this point.
2nd and 4, generous spot here for the Firebirds. They lead this one 7-0. We are officially over that halfway point in the quarter. Nothing but Landers under center so far here today. He's going to look deep, well over the head of any receiver. Bukari Miles is basically just foot racing to the ball there against nobody else. Near interception.
Yeah, I think he was throwing the Casper out there, I'm going to be honest. Don't know who was out there. A little miscommunication by the wide receiver and quarterback. He was probably looking for a fade. Came back about 25 yards, expecting maybe a curl. The wide receiver was. Yeah, he's throwing it to no man's land.
Firebird Field, it's no Arrowhead Stadium. It's no, what do they call it? The Caesar Superdome. I was going to say Mercedes-Benz. I believe it's Caesar. Now,
yeah.
It does get loud here. Might not be as loud, but let me tell you, miscommunication's definitely going to get likely. 3rd and 4 on the way from the Firebird 42. Landers to throw. Dumps it off to his safety route, well underthrown. They're going to call it incomplete. Tabron Bennie-Powell, quick to the football. Number 3, and that red and black always fun to watch.
Yeah, that's a scary pass. And you saw the running back right there. He took a quick peek down the field before he caught it. He knew he was going to get blown up if he caught that. So that is that's a very scary pass. I don't know if you recall, but Reggie Bush had a pass like that against the Eagles. Didn't go so well. So that's probably in the back of his mind. That's probably why he didn't make that catch. It was definitely a business decision. As this is a business decision. 4th and 4. This is a big call right here.
And middle of no man's land. Big 4 yards coming up here, even though it is early here for Middletown. It's going to be a throw under pressure from Cam Thomas. And it's Grant Bierman wrapping up Landers by the legs. Turnover on downs. And man, Grant Bierman off to a start here. Incredible junior linebacker.
Yeah, we talk about Landers being able to avoid the rush. He couldn't do it right there. All those guys get in. They brought the inside linebackers. They brought the D-line. They brought the D-line on a stunt right there. They made it happen. Couldn't elude that one. And we'll get to see this electric West offense now.
We will see Sam Wiles out at quarterback for the first time today. 4:48 remaining in the first quarter to play. 3 men in the backfield, including Wiles. Triple option play, dumps it off to Giovanni Wilson. He finds a hole, crosses the 45 of Middletown territory, gets about half of the chains, maybe a few more.
That's a different look. That was a speed option right there. You haven't really seen that at all this year, and in the past years. You can run the triple option out of. You can run really any option out of that formation with the fullback, but yeah, that's something different that we've seen so far. They'll come out on a different formation here.
Junior Gonzalez now the back behind Wiles here. Handoff up the middle. Junior Gonzalez knocking over those white jerseys like bowling pins, gets the first down.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of that tonight as well from this offense. It's just a handoff up the middle, let him do his work, let him do the dirty work, let him go up the middle and get those tough yards. Definitely need more than one guy to bring Junior down, especially going up the middle.
I was thinking about it today, that power back kind of look. Reminds me a lot of Cameron Good from a few years ago. I mean, he can knock those guys down in a heartbeat, gets to where he wants to go. Wiles going to hand it off again here. Blown up in the backfield is Junior Gonzalez. Getting to the football is Jawan Davis, the senior defensive lineman.
Yeah, that was a great play by Davis, but probably could have had the pull right there. If he would have pulled that, he easily would have got the first down, maybe more. Just a split decision that whenever you hesitate like that, you got to hand the ball off. Can't afford a fumble at this point.
Giovanni Wilson will take to the backfield here. Gonzalez lining up on the right side of the line. Your jump there from Middletown, flag thrown. Looks to be a pre-snap penalty, and it will be encroachment.
Red ball. Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So you tackle Junior for the loss, but West ends up winning the exchange. Gain of 3 on that 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, a little undisciplined right there. Could see a little bit of that tonight as well. I mean, stuff happens.
Same formation. Wiles fakes the handoff, looks to throw. He's 9 of 10 so far this year. Misses his tight end, Luca Gilbert.
Yeah, Luca's a big target. He's not that big. I would be throwing it up there too, but just a little bit overthrown. He was open there. He probably could have had a good chunk of yards if they completed that, but coming across the middle like that, that's a tough throw. He was stepping up. Great protection, by the way, by the O-line right there. They picked up the blitz really well. Just wanted to let you know.
Wiles and Wilson getting set in the backfield here. Quick personnel change for the Firebirds on this 3rd and 7. West going 5 wide.
3rd down and 7.
Wiles to throw. Quick fire finds Trey Barnett. He gets to the 35-yard line, stays on his feet. Real impressive look, but he's not going to go anywhere. Gain of 4 on the quick reception.
Yeah, I mentioned a little bit in the pregame that, they got some guys. Middletown's got some athletes on the defensive side of the ball. We've got some athletes too, but, I mean, sometimes it equals out, and Trey trying to make a play as this offense is going to stay out here. They are confident.
Another business decision. I mean,
man.
We are 0 for 2 on punts so far in this game. We haven't seen a lot of special teams luck.
Yeah. It's probably for the best.
Similar look to the triple option play we saw earlier with Sam Wiles. Looks to throw. He's going to escape up the middle. Hard hit straight to the upper chest. Middletown will stuff that attempt.
Yeah, that did not look good. Hopefully he'll be all right. Probably a little shaken up, but got to give some credit to those inside linebackers right there from Middletown. They really stuffed the draw. Tried to catch him off guard. They couldn't do it. So that'll bring the Middletown offense back on the field.
Middletown here working from the 33-yard line of their own territory. Got decently far after originally going 3 and out on their last drive before whatever we saw on special teams that gave them the first. First and 10, Landers takes a snap, dumps it off to the left side, and that is Tabron Bennie-Powell just dragging the receiver down. That was Dalen Jamison, the senior defensive back and a receiver.
I mean, again, Tabron does a great job closing out. He's got responsibility for that guy on the bubble. I mean, he closes out so fast. That's why it's his job. That's why he's there. That's why he does it, because he's a hard thumper and he makes the plays, and he can get to you quick. That's for sure if you get outside that pocket.
Second down and 10.
Lots of blown up plays here early. It's a good look for this powerful defense. As Middletown once again goes shotgun formation. Here goes Landers under pressure from up the middle, and Elijah Davis helping get there, as well as Grant Bierman, Cam Thomas, and Gabe Flores. All those black shirts in the backfield.
I mean, who wasn't back there? Let's be honest. They brought the house, and they got to it. I mean, you brought Grant Bierman up the middle. Those inside backer stunts have worked so far. They've done a great job with it. That sets him up for a third and forever, Nick. I mean, you got to really draw up some route concepts here. Try to trip this coverage up.
Some say 3rd and a mile at this point. I think we're far enough back you can call it a country mile. 3rd and 23. I mean, this defense, man, I don't think you can talk about them enough. They've been lights out all year, but this is an incredible showing.
Yep.
Back to pass, as you do on 3rd and 23. Pressure gets hit as he fires. Landers will connect there, fights back to the 25-yard line. Quick feet there from Chandler Shields, trying to stay up, but he will be brought down well short of that line to gain.
Yeah, they brought the inside backer again. Didn't have as much success this time, but they got him out the pocket. And when you get him out the pocket when it's 3rd and forever, I mean, it's hard to make any plays at that point. They did a great job. Got the offense off the field. Hopefully we'll see another special teams mishap again.
I was going to say, this might be one of the only times you hear me say this. This punt is going to be must-watch TV, but we'll get back to it because we just ended the first quarter, and we've seen, what, one offensive drive here for West. They lead this one 7-0. Thanks for tuning in to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. Lots more action on the way. Be sure to stick with us. We are back here from Firebird Field. A little bit of clock miscommunication. So 1 second will remain here in the first quarter. 4th and 18 on the way. So we do get to see the must-see TV punt with hardly any time remaining in this quarter. We'll see West kicking off the second quarter, unless we get another special teams touchdown. Can't write that off.
Yeah, definitely can't write that off. See if A.J. King can handle this one.
King line drive punt taken by Remy at the 45 of Firebird territory. Wrapped up by the legs, DeAndre Goodson able to knock him down there. Now we will take a quick step aside, end of the quarter here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. Back with a fresh 12 minutes on the clock here at Firebird Field. West leading this one 7-0 here as we enter our second quarter of play. Wiles in the offense back out on the field for this Firebird drive. A little bit of a technical issue with the music. Looks like they're prepared to take the snap regardless. Handoff up the middle. This one ran by Junior Gonzalez, but man, I'm sorry, that is not Junior Gonzalez. That is number 22, Braden Johnson. He's sophomore back, but there will be holding.
10 yards to the previous spot. Replay, first down.
Well, positive is there. You keep the first down. Braden Johnson, we see there. Physical guy. He can get that 10 yards back, no problem.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you saw it right there. He pretty much barreled over that linebacker. That was number 8, DeAndre Goodson, attempting to tackle him. But, man, he's a strong runner. He's a strong athlete as well. So you'll definitely see a lot more of him working in with Junior in that backfield. That's a dangerous backfield.
First down and long.
West lines up here. Second crack at things here on first down. Barnett, the man in motion. Wiles drops back, looks to throw, pump fake to the left, flag in the backfield, well overthrown on that Middletown sideline, and it looks to be another holding call.
Intended for number 4, Giovanni Wilson. It was incomplete. Flag on the play.
Yeah, that is not going to help this offense, that's for sure.
Keep the first down, make it 1st and 30 at this point.
Yeah.
Holding offense number 77. That's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
Holding call there backs them up. Now farther than that Middletown third down we saw a few moments ago. Back to the country mile.
We're approaching a galaxy here, I'm going to be honest. We're getting farther and farther back. I don't think anybody's ever used that.
Wiles going to keep this one, runs up the middle, cuts to his right, back to the left, crosses the 40. He's taking some hard shots here today, but he picks up 10 there, fights back to the Firebird 40-yard line.
Yeah, quick QB draw right there, expecting to get a couple yards. Got 10, so got a chunk of that back. You still got a couple chunks to go at this point. But a nice little call. It sets up a second and a little bit more manageable. A little bit more manageable.
We're not looking at second and the length of the country Wales, so it's a little bit better.
Where are we getting these words?
Get good at making stuff up. Wiles back to throw here. Steps up under pressure, fires quickly, finds Brendan Remy. He's got room to wiggle to the first. Brought down right at that Middletown 40. Not quite sure they're going to give him that first, but it is definitely going to be at least third and manageable.
Yeah, that O-line's actually doing a really good job of opening up the center where Sam can step up and either decide to run or find his man, Brendan Remy, right in the middle right there. He was wide open. As we're going to see Braden Johnson come back on the field, so you know something special is going to happen.
Bring in those big bodies. We saw it last year. West can power through any of these small yardage plays they need to. Johnson lining up behind Wiles here. 3rd and 1. Snap taken. Handoff. There goes Johnson. Cuts to the left. And Wiles seems to think West has it. It looks like they're going to call that 4th down. And I don't see the punt team. I see Elijah Davis, Gabe Flores, and Micah Markley, and I think we all know what that means.
Oh, here it comes. This is our favorite favorite formation, Nick. Right here.
It's the Rhinos.
Oh my gosh. Took the words right out of my mouth.
9:30 remain in the half. Wiles gonna dump this one off to Junior, lunges forward, and he's got that one easily.
Oh yeah. Great push by those 3 dogs that, excuse me, four dogs that came in from the defensive side. Keeps the chains moving.
Elijah Davis doing a great job blocking there.
Yeah.
Going back to last week's game, some guys were eating the Cheerios. We go to JV. Some guys were eating the Frosted Flakes. If you believe the rumors in our comment section with JV football, seems like the Nutri-Grand bars are popular. What are these guys eating for breakfast, Jordan?
I don't know. At this point, it could be honeycombs. I don't know. I really don't.
Wiles going to take this one up the middle, spins through a tackle there on the ground, able to salvage about 3 yards.
I'm running out of cereals to name, I'm going to be honest, Nick.
We got to launch a full investigation into this breakfast situation.
Oh, I think he's just tuned into JV mornings, home mornings. You can hear me talk about breakfast all night. Excuse me, all morning.
Well, think I've laughed harder listening to a football game.
Yeah.
Football isn't necessarily always a comedy sketch, but, you know, Saturday was. That was fun to listen to.
Thank you.
Wiles, the lone man in the backfield. Quarterback draw, escapes up the middle. And he goes Eric Jordan there for a moment, reaching that first down across the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like me right there, as you said. I mean, that moved the chains right there. He's doing a great job eluding the pressure. He's such a mobile quarterback. I mean, he's just such an athlete. And as well with the arm, I mean, he's just a really complete quarterback. Definitely shades of Mitch Bowen, what we've seen to this point, and his skill set, as we'll see a 5-wide look.
West liking this 5-wide look so far. We've seen it a couple times tonight. No draw this time. This one going to be dumped off. That is to number 18 in the red and black, Tyson Davis, brother of Eli Davis. Getting most of the chains there.
Yeah, he was in the slot right there, just ran a little 5-yard curl. Got a couple more yards, moves the chains. That's all it takes. Doing a great job to this point. Really being consistent on the offensive side and keep getting those yards instead of going backwards.
They are going to give him that first down there. Say he got the full 10. Trips bunch out here to the left. Wiles going to look to the right. That's Brennan Remy in the corner. Easy 6 points for the Firebirds.
Great toss from Sam there. He just put it in the breadbasket.
That's touchdown number 1 on the year for the breakout receiver last year, Brennan Remy. We've seen him a couple times this year. The pass game just now starting to come to life. That's going to be the first of many.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Once they know they can go over top with the DBs, they'll be abusing that all night tonight. Hopefully we'll see a lot more to come.
Benner lining up for the point after here, looking to make it a 14-0 game in favor of the Firebirds here. Wiles with the hold. Kick is up. Nearly drills the scoreboard behind the post. We'll take a quick step aside. Firebirds up by 2 possessions, 14-0 when we come back. Back from Lakota West High School as the Firebirds getting ready to boot this one away, up 14-0. And we do want to take a quick moment to thank one of our sponsors for today, the Lakota West Craft Show. The 45th annual Lakota West Craft Show is just a little over a month away, October 7th and 8th. All proceeds will benefit student programs at West. Student and parent volunteers are needed to make the craft show a success. Registration just opened for volunteers. You can visit the Facebook page for the Lakota West PTSO Craft Show for more information. Great return here, cut to the left for the Middletown Middies. Knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line there will be the return man. That was Maximilian Johnson on the great return there for Middletown.
That was a good return. That was an even better play by Braden Benner, the kicker, coming all the way across the field, screaming. Making a good play, setting this Middletown offense up at about the 35.
You know, some people say kickers shouldn't be making those tackles. You're putting your crucial special teams leg at risk there. I say let them play. I'm all Pat McAfee for the brand. Let the kickers show off their defense.
Absolutely.
Take over 1st and 10.
Landers here with 7:17 remaining. Hands off this one, ran to the right side. That's Eric Schroeder, cuts it back to the left. They'll be brought down for a loss on that play, about 1.5 yards behind that line.
Schroeder's doing everything he can. I mean, that entire defense was there to swarm him, nowhere to go. Again, great job by this front. They're doing a great job getting to the quarterback and getting to the running back as well, making him uncomfortable. I mean, that's what it's been all night.
2nd down and 12.
How many plays have we seen go for losses so far? As this one going to be dumped off to the safety valve. That is Eric Schroeder. who is going to stay on his feet there. He does a great job picking up those yards after the catch, as we saw there. So far in the year receiving, just a little over 100 yards and a touchdown. Entered today with only 12 receptions.
Yeah, so far he's definitely been a big part of this game plan. He's gotten the ball a ton. And they really believe in this guy. You know, from what I've seen so far, he looks like a really good athlete. And he's carrying the rock pretty well for what it's worth. And so this will be a big 3rd and short here. See if the defense can get off the field.
1 yard to that first down marker, but the way this defensive front has been playing, you got to think it's a long yard for Middletown. They are going to hand it off. Finds Schroeder once again. He's got a hole, and Finn Mason has to be the one to stop him back there as he breaks into Firebird territory. They call it a safety for a reason. That was a big stop from Finn Mason.
Usually on those, you probably don't want your free safety taking the running back down in a one-on-one situation. But again, that's why Finn's out there. He's an athlete. He makes it happen. Saves a big play into a bigger play. So we'll see if this defense can get a stop right here.
From the Firebird 43, another 1st and 10 for the Middies. Still on the hunt for their first score of the game. Late entrance into the game here for Middletown. 5 seconds remaining on the play clock. Snap taken, handoff up the middle, finds Schroeder, stuffed at the line.
Yeah, that was stuffed. Nowhere to go. That left side of the line. Again, Eli and Jonas and even Davion in that outside backer spot wearing that number 0. Not a guy that gets talked about a lot, but he does a lot for this defense. He sets the edge along with Cam Thomas. And they've done a great job to this point. See if they can keep it up.
They will gain a half a yard on that carry, so 2nd and 9 is what they're going to call it here. Once again, shotgun formation here for the Middies. There goes Landers, fires across the middle, shoulder height catch for his receiver there at the 35-yard line. Not quite sure what the number was on that.
It's Chandler Shields.
Quarterback Jeremiah Landers, the number 14.
Yeah, just a nice play coming across the middle. Beat his guy, Minnick, out there in coverage. As they're looking to push the pace right here.
Another 3rd and short, this time 2 yards. Back to throw goes Landers, and he's going to find Schroeder once again. Schroeder continuing to stay on his feet down that sideline, lunges for the 20. Ball will be marked down around that 22-21, but chains just continue to move for this Middletown offense this drive.
Yeah, they are really relying on Schroeder right now. They'll probably go back to him right here. I wouldn't be surprised. As they really look to push the pace, they're trying to catch this West defense lacking. See if they can put a stop right here.
Low snap here taken by Landers under pressure up the middle. Swing and a miss on the sack for Flores. That one right off the hands of Tyler Patterson, the senior receiver. Near interception, too. You got that tip ball up there. Things get dangerous. West unable to come down with it.
Yeah, great coverage by Tabor on there. He was all over that. Again, great pressure up the middle by Eli, forcing him out the pocket. Could have had a sack right there. Just so close. But Landers, again, great job at eluding the sack and being mobile and trying to make a play. Great play on both sides of the ball right there.
Still 10 yards here to the line to gain. Ball will be placed on the Firebird 24-yard line. Schroeder still in the backfield, going to go out left, quick fire pass off the hands. Asbeck going for that free football. It is ruled incomplete.
Just a little bubble pass out to the left. Tried to catch the backers napping. Didn't really even get a chance because he dropped it. So that'll be a 3rd and 10 here. Expect to see some nifty routes. Try to cook up this this defensive back system, but they've really had no success at this point. And see if they can get a miracle or something.
Back-to-back incompletion. Lander stays out in shotgun. Schroeder continues to be the back to the left. Patterson, the man in motion there, flag thrown, and they're going to call that another encroachment. That's our 2nd encroachment penalty of the day. One for Middletown, one for the Firebirds. No false starts called.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we're seeing that. We've seen more encroachments than false starts.
That seems to be the case all year, too, if I recall correctly. I feel like we've seen a ton of encroachments compared to any other penalty so far this year.
Yeah. Just got to make sure your helmet is not over the ball, because they will definitely throw the flag, as we've seen here tonight.
Repeat, third down.
Instead of 3rd and 10, it's 3rd and 5. Similar formation for the Middies. Landers looks to throw. Once again, going to dump it off to the safety, Schroeder. And that will fall incomplete. Gabe Flores, admire the quick pass to that football, but it will be 4th and 5.
Yeah, great pressure by those tackles. Force him to throw over his hand. And that's just a tough catch for Schroeder to make. As we're going to see this kicking unit out here. Really don't know what to expect here, I'm going to be honest, Nick.
I believe it is number 22, A.J. King, 2 of 3 on field goals so far this year. His long of 39. He's kicking from about 26, 27 here. Line drive boot. It is no good. Wide left. West keeps the goose egg on the scoreboard. We'll kick it. Quick step aside here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back in a few moments. West with the football. Thanks for sticking with us here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I'm Nick Johnson, doing the play-by-play here tonight alongside our analyst Jordan Hauk. Firebirds on top in this one pretty easily so far, 14-0. Bunch of special teams mishaps so far for the Middies. We just saw a missed field goal as Wiles looks incomplete there to Wilson. Flag thrown at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not too sure what they'll get right here.
Number 54 on the offense.
A lot of holding today.
Yeah, just got a
10-yard penalty from the previous 5. No first down.
It's the junior Logan Gray who gets called there.
Yeah, I mean, those penalties sometimes will set you back. So far, this offense has done a good job of overcoming those penalties, but I mean, you keep shooting yourself in the foot, you keep backing up. It just makes it tough on your offense. I mean, so far, West has done a good job prevailing, but just not a situation you want to be in.
1st and 20, backed up from the 10-yard line. Wiles with Wilson to his right. He's going to go under pressure here. He's able to find Brennan Remy on that west sideline, catches it just above the knees, gets up past the 20-yard line. So all in all, ended up being better. They got the penalty. It would have been 2nd and 10. Now we got 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I'll take it either way, but again, you lose it down. So it's 2nd and 9 here. Wouldn't expect anything too big. They're definitely going to try to hurry up here. It's 3 minutes and counting. Definitely want to try to get a score in before the half.
2nd down and 9.
Gonzalez returns to the backfield here. Play action. Pre-snap flag, and there's the first false start of the game.
Flag on the play.
Offensive line play has been something to note for these Firebirds so far, and it looked like they were starting to gel together last week, and now the penalties just seem to be an issue.
Although that is true, that was not on the O-liner there. That was actually the, if you looked on the left side, Terry Barnett was not set on that trip, so look, they'll come out in the same thing. So they'll probably run the same thing.
2nd down.
But hopefully everybody's set this time.
Second and 14 here. Wiles going to look to his left. Going to fire, looking for Barnett on the sideline. Flag thrown late in the backfield. Wiles clapping. Looks like maybe a late hit there from Middletown.
Yeah, that's rough on the passer.
That's one way to move you forward.
The pass of number 33 on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Gabe Terrell with a gift of a first down for the Firebirds on that incompletion.
Flags are flying everywhere. Crowd getting hyped after that call. This referee, I think he's done a great job tonight. I wish I knew his name. He's doing a great job with the mic. He's really pepping up this crowd, that's for sure.
Snap taken here high for Wiles. He's going to hand it off up the middle. There goes Junior. Push for 4.
Number 24, Junior.
Second down and 6 on the way.
Helmet's flying. That's Carson Stanley's helmet coming off. Just another run up the middle. So here's 57, Rogan McKinney coming in the sub because Carson had his helmet off, or excuse me, got his helmet knocked off.
4-yard gain on the carry.
Second and 6 from the 31-yard line. Wiles gets set in the backfield, fakes the handoff, gonna find Giovanni Wilson. Giovanni Wilson quick on his feet here, nearly breaks the 50-yard line. He does break it. I'm not sure if he stepped out of bounds first. By the way, that is a big West first down as they approach midfield, and a fight right on that midfield logo. Not sure who started that one, but it looks like maybe West being brought back here.
Yeah, I didn't see that, I'm going to be honest, but flags were flying everywhere. Getting a little chippy. Everybody's just got to, keep calm and composed.
Ball for now spotted on that 50-yard line, possibly offsetting penalties.
I don't know. West looks like they're moving back. Could be on us.
Dead ball, personal fouls both ways. One on Middletown, one on West. They offset. Second down.
They call it second down there.
My bad. That was a first down. The result of the play was a first down.
And there go the chains. Like I said, this referee doing a great job.
I was going to say, I think I jinxed him. I'm going to be honest, Nick.
No, I mean, that was a great recovery. My bad. I don't think I've ever heard those words come out of a striped shirt. That I got to admit, great referee so far. That sounds sarcastic. I swear it's not.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a referee, I'd probably say the same thing. I say my bad a lot, I'm going to be honest. So, going to get a timeout right here.
Looks like maybe an official timeout to reset the chains that are having issues. They used the digital ones here at West.
Yeah.
No timeout taken off the board so far.
154. The ball was set out of bounds.
So they get right to that 50-yard line where Giovanni Wilson steps out of bounds. New set of downs, Firebirds. 50 to go. Wiles with the snap here. Gonzalez moves to block for the pass. Low throw on that Firebird sideline, and it is caught by Giovanni Wilson. An incredible effort right at that 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great catch. He had to come back, turn his body around. Not only that, but had to catch it at his toes. That's what G gives you during these those catches. He's got sticky fingers. And we'll see if the offense is really going to hurry it up here. They got 1 minute and 30 they're working with.
Wiles, the lone man in the backfield, as you mentioned, approaching half here. Riles rolling to the right, tip ball, Brennan Remy. It will hit the turf. Wiles getting over there pretty quickly, playing damage control. 2nd and 10, up and coming, 1:27 will remain on the game clock.
Something I've been watching, the trenches are getting pretty nasty down there. Helmets are flying everywhere. I mean, it's been a great battle to this point. Both sides have had their goods and bads. That's just something to be watching out for. The trenches have done it. It's just been a battle down there in that Middletown forefront.
Wiles here with Gonzalez to his left, 3 receivers out wide. Bootleg pass to the left. Wiles going to cut it back right. He's going to run with this one. Crosses the 30, the 25, 20. Inside the 10-yard line. Wiles cuts right again. Did he reach for it? Flag down. So it looks like it might be brought back regardless. I believe he will be called down at the 1-yard line. And if that is a West holding, it could be completely out of the question.
He could have got that one on Luca. He was the last man standing between him and the goal line.
Flag on the play.
West staying up by the goal line for now. And the ball comes marching back. Still a large gain there for the Firebirds. It is a first down.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the flag. Result of the play is still first down.
So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Not bad when the spot of the foul comes that close to the goal line.
Yeah, not bad, but really, that's actually really not a bad penalty at all. Still got 1:16 to work with. If he would have scored right there, it would have given Middletown some time. Probably at this point, maybe you want to drain the clock a little bit. You still want to score, but you gotta have that time in the back of your head.
Wiles here with Braden Johnson behind him. Gonzalez lined up as a blocker. Wiles looks to throw. Helmet height catch from Gilbert. Tries to stay on his feet and fight to the 10-yard line. Unsuccessful. Clock will continue to run here as Gilbert breaks inside that 15 to the 13.
Yeah, definitely got to be moving with some pace now. If you weren't hurrying before, you got to hurry now. 55 and counting. You want to at least get a field goal here before the half ends.
Hey, of course, you always want to go for the touchdown, so you want to drain that clock. You don't want to hurt yourself with it either. So we'll see what kind of clock management we're working with here from the west sideline. Wiles to throw end zone. That is blatant pass interference on Brennan Remy. Looks like we are going wrestling WWE style back there.
That was an aggressive takedown.
Defensive pass interference. That's the distance to the goal.
So half the distance there would be 15.
Result of penalty will be a first down.
And it is an automatic first down. We do get clarification there.
I think that was Michael Dorn on the coverage. Taking him, giving a little body slam right there.
Sometimes you got to wake the receivers up.
I mean, if you aren't woke up at this point, what are you doing? You know?
I mean, these games, they last late. These are high schoolers, right? They live lives.
True.
First and goal, Firebirds from the 6-yard line.
4 wide for the Firebirds. Brennan Remy, the lone man wide left. Wiles, he's going to throw it over to Remy. That is picked off. No, they're going to call it incomplete. Dropped interception there for Middletown.
Pass was intended for number 1, Brennan Remy. It was incomplete.
That looked, from our angle, that really looked like it was in his chest. Guess he just went right through it. He dropped it. That could have been a big turning point for Middletown, but gives West a break. Hopefully to put 6 more on the board, at least 3.
I am the resident Lions fan here, so I keep going back to that game last night, as of course I would. Big win over the Chiefs, but you know, you can make all the comparisons. Those fake punts I mentioned earlier, but then also, you know, you get inside the goal line. These close drives matter. When you get close to that goal line, you got to finish it off. And that's what Wiles is going to try to do here. Pitch back to Giovanni Wilson inside the 5. He's got a path to the end zone, and that is an easy Lakota West walk-in touchdown.
There's that speed option. When you got that speed option, you got G running the ball. He's got that speed outside. Middletown doesn't have that lateral quickness as the offense, as the West offense. G was just able to run right around him for an easy 6. That was best case scenario for West, really drain the clock. Probably going to give Middletown no time to get any points. So we'll look to go to the half, 21-0. If we can knock this one through right here.
Benner with the kick here. Wiles with the hold. Snap, hold, kick. And it is all good. 21-0 Firebirds. So they continue to pile on here as we approach halftime. Thanks for tuning in to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. And there go the lights. First time we see them tonight. We'll be right back in a few moments. It's 21-0, our new score here from Firebird Fields. We thank you for tuning into this Lakota West student broadcast. Thanks for joining us this first half. I'm Nick Johnson doing the play-by-play alongside our analyst Jordan Hauk. And Jordan, I know last week was a big game, but this might be the most fun I've had watching this football team so far this year.
Yeah, they've done a great job to this point, but again, I'm still caught up on the fact you said you were a Lions fan. That's
surprising, huh?
It is. We are very far away from the Lions, that's for sure.
Been out there a couple times. It's hard not to root for the Lions, right?
I think
Perennial underdog. Bengals were at one point. I'm also a Bengals fan. I will say that.
So you're just a bandwagon.
Whoa. That's where I draw the line there.
Okay.
Nolan Parker.
Wow. Perennial underdogs, Bengals, Lions. Like them both. primarily a Bengals fan. I should clear that up for our audience that I guarantee is very interested in my football fandom.
Yeah, me.
You're our audience here. I
am.
appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. See what this Middletown offense can cook up with 21 seconds. That's not a lot of time.
And it's hard to go deep when you're going up against this West secondary too. We'll see Landers out here. He's going to hand it off. Ran to the middle of Schroeder. Short gain on the play. Clock continues to run. Looks like Middletown going to take this one content down 21-0 to the locker rooms.
Handoff went to number 3, Eric Schroeder.
That's going to do it for the first half.
No timeouts called for. Well, maybe.
Wow.
And there will be a late timeout there for the Firebirds, I believe, making them sweat out this first half.
Middletown.
And that is a Middletown timeout with 2 seconds left. That at 3 seconds is where they're going to call it. So we're going to take a quick step aside for this odd timeout, and we'll be back in a few moments.
Second down and 7.
Back after the timeout here with 3 seconds remaining in the half. It should be noted we're right next to the Middletown coaches. They aren't even in the box at this point, but Middletown wants one more deep shot, and it is picked off. I do believe that is Drew Minnick coming up with the football, so take a timeout to pad the stats for the West Side. Not too upset about that. 21-0 our score as the Firebirds will lead handsomely against these Middletown Middies. We'll be right back. 24 minutes still to play in this GMC High School Football Showdown. We'll be right back. Be sure to stay with us on Lakota West Student Broadcasting.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. Third down and 11. Number 7, Jeremiah Landers on the quarterback keeper. He is brought down by 0, Davion McCoy, and number 9, Gabriel Flores. One-yard gain on the play. Fourth down and 10. Number 7, Jeremiah Landers on the quarterback keeper. Lakota West takes over on downs.
We apologize for the technical difficulties right now. Not a big tech guy, so don't know what's happening. So I'm going to bring you the play-by-play for now. Nothing special has gone on, really. Here's a keeper by Sam Wiles up the middle. Still going.
Number 12,
Past the
Sam Wiles
40 at
on
about
the
the
quarterback keeper.
43-ish yard line. We have our man Nick Johnson, who I know you all love, working on the technology right now.
First and 10.
As we are back, he'll be on the mic for this next play here in a second. But again, we do apologize for the technical difficulties. You have not missed anything special. Wiles in the backfield. Remy in motion, takes the snap, hands it off. Remy, right side. Fights his way for about 6.
Number 1, Brennan Remy.
Our man Nick Johnson still working on technology. He'll be right back.
I do believe we are back. I want to apologize. We lost internet connection in the booth. I believe something must have come unplugged behind the scenes, but we are back, and we do appreciate those of you sticking with us. To get you up to speed, as Jordan was just doing here, we have a 21-0 ball game still out of the half. Not much new has happened here from Lakota West. Offense is a little bit more struggling here in half number 2, but
Number 12, Sam Wiles
West with
on
the drive
quarterback
here,
keeper.
looking to pick up this first down with that Wiles run. As we can finally get back to the action, we have our scoreboard man fixing things now, and I believe we are back. So once again, we do want to thank all of you for sticking with us. This is the first time we've had this happen, but I believe everything should be in order.
I got nothing to say. I mean, if you like what you heard, by the way, you can tune into home games, Saturday morning JV games, where I do the play-by-play. Sorry, I got to give myself a quick little shout-out right there.
Of course.
Third down.
3rd and 2 here. Wiles in the backfield, 3 wide for the Firebirds. Quarterback draw, designed run. Wiles cuts it back to the west sideline. He's got the first easily, breaking into Middletown territory.
Number 12,
Great job again by that whole line. They've been working all night. It's been a trench game. They've won the trench battle at this point, as you can see on the scoreboard. But again, they're just doing a great job driving the ball down the field, getting into good rhythm. Definitely don't want to come off the field at this point without getting some type of points.
See Wiles here in the backfield. He's got it back to his left. It's Giovanni Wilson. Play action. Wiles going to keep it himself. Makes a push for the 35. Brought down about a yard shy of that first down marker.
They'll set up a 2nd and about 3 here. So this, you can really go to anything right here. Don't be surprised if they maybe take a shot right here. 2nd and short usually is where you want to take a shot. As I say that, you probably won't see that because Braden Johnson's coming in. So you know he's going to get the rock somehow, some way.
Close to that first down marker. He is, well, actually a lot of these West backs seem to be the power guys, but we'll see the handoff ran to him here. Brought down behind that line of scrimmage by about 2 or 3 yards. 3rd and 4 or 5 will be on the way.
Yeah, they probably want to disguise that a little bit better next time. Usually when you see that 22 coming in, you know he's probably touching the rock. So Middletown was definitely up for that one. Very predictable. Set up at about 3rd and medium. So expect something through the air.
Loss of yardage on the play. 3rd down and 5.
Wiles will be back in shotgun here, 5 wide. 3 to his left, 2 to his right. Under a bit of pressure in the pocket, tries to run up the middle, seeks protection from his lineman. Flag will be down in the offensive backfield, and it will be brought back with a holding.
Curious to see what Middletown does here, if they want to decline or accept it.
Jovan Davis, flag on the play.
I think the mics have gone out on the refs.
The call was holding on.
Yeah, I think there was some technical issue in the booth where a lot seemed to go out.
Yeah.
But hopefully it has been fixed now.
So Middletown didn't decline that. They accepted it, which gives West another shot here. But again, that's 3rd and 15. So this will be a route concept play. So you just got to air it out. Hopefully one of your playmakers come down with it over that first down marker.
Once again, 5 wide look for Wiles. As time but gets pressure here late. Throw across the right side of the field, and that is caught by Tyson Davis just up past that 30-yard line near the 25.
Yeah, Tyson Davis, somebody that you haven't seen a lot, but he plays pretty much everywhere. I mean, he's got that. He's in that slot. He's in the backfield. He really does everything. We have a Firebird down. I believe that was 55.
We're going to take a quick timeout here as both teams step to the sideline. We'll be right back in a few moments.
First and 10.
Back
Lakota
from
West.
Lakota West, 1st and 10 from the Midi 31-yard line. 3:20 on the clock and counting as we get back up and running after the injury timeout. Wiles looks to throw here, finds Barnett, who is being held like crazy. That'll be a clear pass interference call,
Number 14,
as I believe that is the
Flag on
3rd
play.
pass interference call on the Middies tonight.
Pass interference, number 6. A pass of distance to the goal. Below the play is a first down.
And that's Michael Dorn. I mean, he's been physical all night. He's been battling with Remy and Barnett on that right side. He's got that right side tonight, and he's had a tough time keeping him contained without giving him a good body slam. So flags are definitely been flying on number 6 all night tonight. That's for sure.
And we'll get a flag well before the snap here, and it's a false start on West.
Not sure who that was on. Well, I mean, I didn't even think everybody was set. That was a quick fire. The book of plays is definitely open right here. I don't know. I could see a pass right here. I could see probably maybe a rollout or something.
1st and 15 from the 18. Firebirds in the red zone. Brennan Remy with the jet sweep handoff. He's going to take it inside the 10. Jukes all over the place. Reaches for the goal line. No signal. And they're going to say he was down in front of the goal line.
So close. Great blocking by that left side of the line. They really opened it up. And as I say that, here come the big boys. The defensive unit. That core unit coming in. They've only got like 2 yards to go. I'm sure they can get a lot more. This is from the 1.
And we apologize for the frozen graphic. We are back. That was not a West touchdown. From about the half-yard line, pre-snap flag.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. Half the distance to the goal.
Well, about an index card closer. I don't know how much closer you can get with half the distance.
I mean, I could probably stand there and reach with my hands over the goal line and get in.
Wiles on the boot pass. Easy touchdown for who else but Elijah Davis, the former Middie.
I mean, this guy is everywhere. I mean, you put him at wide receiver, you put him at quarterback, you put him at running back, you put him at fullback. He does it on defensive line. This guy is everywhere. And, I mean, who else than the former Middletown Middie school district student? I mean, that's a great play call, and I love that. I love that they're doing that. And I love that they're getting hyped on the sideline for him. What a great play.
I do apologize for any camera freezing. Our temporary internet solution is not perfect, but we thank those of you who are sticking with us here tonight. Again, this is the first time this has happened, so we are working in new territory, but slowly but surely we'll make it through the night, as there is an unsportsmanlike after the play.
That's his first of the game.
I didn't catch a number right there. Was that 60 or 50?
Not sure, but
Definitely just don't want to do it again.
yeah, whoever it was, I mean, you get two. You get two for a reason. Screw-ups are fine. Don't do it twice.
Good call.
Kick is up, and the kick is good for Benner. We're going to take a quick step aside. It is 28-0 Firebirds, and we are just getting started here from Firebird Field as the rally is on when we return.
28-0.
After the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Firebirds, kickoff moved back significantly here to the 25-yard line. As we thank you for tuning back into this Lakota West Student Broadcasting stream. Taking you along the way tonight, I'm Nick Johnson alongside our analyst Jordan Hauk, as this squib kick taken up to about the 38-yard line of Middletown territory. The Middies trail by 28 here late in the game. Only 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play.
He was tackled by number 33.
Yeah, Middletown offense pretty much been shut down all night. Not too sure what they can really do anymore besides chip away. The light is definitely fading for sure, as we are only 2 minutes and 27 seconds in the third quarter. This game's moving fast, Nick.
It is.
Hey, can I get an autograph, by the way?
Yeah, very funny, very funny.
From Rome. 39-yard line.
Sorry, just had to say that.
For anyone that didn't get that joke, just look in the chat, scroll back a few minutes. Taken here by Landers. He's going to stay on his feet, picks up the first down, crosses into Firebird territory, makes a lunge for the 40-yard line. He'll be brought down at around the 42 on the opposite side of the field.
Landers again showing that mobility. I mean, he can run the ball. I probably expected a little bit more quarterback design runs from the Middletown offense, but so far to this point, he's put on a pretty decent running performance. I mean, running is not all you can do at quarterback, so that's why they had that big goose egg up there. But got to give credit where credit's due. He's done pretty well on the ground.
We broke out the rushing stats earlier. First half, a net rushing yard total of -4 yards for the Middletown Middies, and that came with some incredible pickups too. So the odd stat there we found at halftime, is that going to be a laser of a pass just up past that line to gain. First down, Middletown.
Landers, he looks really good. I'm going to be honest. You got to give credit where credit's due. He's doing a great job of eluding the sacks and really making plays. He's doing a great job throwing on the run to this point. His wide receivers may catch it, they may not, but he's put in spots where they have a shot, and that's all you can really do at quarterback. Well, I know it's only 28-0, but Middletown's, this has definitely been their best drive of the game to this point.
Landers in the backfield here with a man to his right. 4 receivers out wide for the Middies. Landers going to pitch back on the option. He's going to find Eric Schroeder. It'll go for a loss of 4 in the backfield.
I mentioned lateral quickness earlier with the Middletown defense and how they can't catch up. The West defense can catch up, and that's what makes them so special. It's just one of their many traits, is that their lateral quickness is unbelievable, and they can get the sideline to sideline, and they fly around the ball in a hurry. And you've seen it all night. That's why they've got a big 0 up there to this point. Hopefully they can make it happen again here on 2nd and long.
2nd and 13. Schroeder moving over to the Landers' right. Man in motion is Patterson. Landers, the snap. Asbeck getting pressure over there on the left side. Fires it off to the left, and it will be complete to Patterson right around that original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 on the way for Middletown.
Good coverage by Micah Markley right there, 4-4. Inside backer, you don't usually see him stick with man coverage. He stuck with them the entire way. Gave him no shot to get any extra yards. Really was he had stuck on him right there. Sets up a 3rd and 10. Not too sure what you can do here if you're Middletown. I'm running out of suggestions. I'm gonna be honest.
About 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. West 2 points away from that running clock. So Middletown still definitely going to start looking for some scores here, as Landers just going to take it and absolutely maul a couple of defenders on his way to get to that 1st down marker. I'm not sure where they're going to spot that football. He might have got it, and he's going to come up just a bit short.
Yeah, if you're Middletown, probably want to go for this. I mean, if you don't get this, it's probably the game right here. But I've just got to give some credit to Landers. He's done a great job. He's so mobile, and he's so athletic. And he looks like a quarterback. He's moving like a quarterback. And he's really made the plays of the night to this point, as the 3rd quarter is going to run out.
And that'll take us to the final 12 minutes. West in search of that running clock. They lead 28-0 over the Middies. We still got 12 minutes of action here at Firebird Field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a few. Fourth down and 2, Middletown ball. As we mentioned before the break, kind of have to go for it at this point in the game, and there's a flinch on the offensive line. No doubt, false start for the Middletown Middies.
That could very well be the coffin right there. They had their play for 4th and short. Now they're going to be 4th and medium to 4th and long.
And it looks like conference here at the official. They will start moving it back for a moment. Looked like maybe a potential defensive jump, but they will give it a false start.
That's my guy right there with the call. Love that ref to this point. He's done a great job.
It's been the most energetic ref I think we've ever had, and I love it.
For sure.
Also, is it just me, or does he sound a little like Skip Bayless? Because I've been getting that all night, too.
I can't see that. Maybe it's just me.
4th and 7. Middletown staying out on the field. Still looking to go for it. Down 28. Low snap. Landers under pressure, moving back in the pocket. Rolls out to his left. He's got room. Cuts it back, and it'll be swallowed up. Cam Thomas and Gabe Flores getting back there for the sack. Turnover on downs, and as you mentioned before, that might just do it with this 28-point lead.
Yeah. Might want to start putting in the 1As or the 2s, I guess. Because, I mean, Landers, he's done a decent job all night. He's really just trying to do it himself. He's had the game, or excuse me, the Middletown offense on his shoulders all night long. Just trying to fight for those extra yards and trying to stay alive to get a couple, but there's only so much you can do before this defense wears you out. Keeps that big 0 on the scoreboard.
And a personnel change here for West. Jackson Smith will be the man in at quarterback for this 4th quarter. He'll hand it off to Gonzalez up the middle. Keeps fighting across the line of scrimmage. Picks up about 3 on the carry to the right middle.
I called that name. I said it. I said you'll see him either midway through the 3rd quarter or in the 4th quarter. Can I get some props?
I gotta admit, I did not look up the JV rules at all during halftime.
Yeah,
I really needed to see what the eligibility thing is, because at Jackson Smith, Sam Wiles, if one plays varsity, the other kind of has to play JV for this West team.
I think it'll be all right.
Nearing the 11-minute mark. Smith at midfield. He's gonna jet sweep, hand this one off to Trey Barnett. Gets about half the remaining chains. It looks like we'll be at a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 on the way for the Firebirds.
Starting to see a similar play call cycle. That is with the jet sweeps and the short passes and the runs up the middle. Just keeping it simple, keeping the clock moving, staying safe at this point. Still want to try to score and make this a statement win for sure. But at this point, it's all about ball security and trying to push the ball down the field while keeping it as safe as possible.
West, most importantly, staying in bounds here, keeping that clock running. Trying to get out of here with an easy win. As this goes, a jet sweep handoff. Remy flagged down towards the line of scrimmage. I do believe that will be a West holding, and it will be.
Might have gotten Luke on that one.
Yep, there it is.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 3rd down.
Yeah, Luca and his long arms, it's tough. When you really get in the block with his wingspan, you gotta be face mask into the chest, and his arms gotta be bent. And if they get extended, I mean, those arms are, you can see them probably from up here in the booth, if that's a holding or not.
And you should take a look at the sheer size of Luka Gilbert. It confuses me why these defenders don't try and get around him as is. But I believe that is his 2nd holding call in the game.
Yeah, I can tell from personal experience, it's hard to get around him.
All those long days in practice.
Uh-huh.
Smith takes a snap here. Quick throw off to Trey Barnett. Fights back to the line of scrimmage. Not much more. 4th and long on the way.
I got to ask, is this the first punt of the night?
I do believe so for Lakota West. First punt.
Number 33, Gabe Carroll.
I just realized that. I just processed that. Joe's been, I hope he's been keeping cold, I guess, on the sidelines. Hopefully he can boot one 80 yards. It's a bit of an exaggeration.
Just a little bit of a breeze, I think, is manageable.
Yeah. That's why I'm wearing a long sleeve.
Number 6.
I will say, last home game, with it feels like 114. I did not care for that.
Yeah.
Fair catch called there. Oh, no fair catch. Drew Minnick drilling that return man back there for the Middies, Mikkel Dorn.
Poor Dorn. He's had a rough night, just to say the least. Been those, he's gotten those flags with the pass interference and special teams mishaps. Poor kid. Good for West, though.
9 minutes remain in this one. West still up very comfortably, 28-0.
Still yet to see the twos come in on the defensive side of the ball.
From their own 25-yard line.
maybe trying to get the ball back here.
1st and 10 on the way for Middletown from their own 25-yard line. Here goes Landers, stepping up in the pocket under pressure. And he's going to have to chuck this one away. Micah Markley bringing a ton of pressure to Landers on that play.
He has taken a beating. Landers has taken a beating all night. Like I said before, he's trying to carry this offense on his shoulders. Everything runs through him, whether that is the quarterback run, scrambling outside the pocket, scramble drill, trying to find somebody downfield. Everything runs through him. And I mean, Wes has just done a great job of containing him at this point. Landers doing everything he can, but there's only so much you can do and so much time you can do it. And against this defense, Wes has done a great job all night.
2nd and 10 off the throwaway. Here's Landers looking to pass again. Great pressure up the middle. It's Grant Bierman. And an easy sack for Bierman, the junior linebacker. Had a little bit of help on the play from his defensive front. That's Elijah Davis once again. He's all over the place. And it's worth noting, he did appear a little injured earlier in the day, did he not?
Yeah, I passed him in the hallway. He had that elbow brace on.
Oh, well, we say that great timing. It looked like he came up from that play holding, I believe that is his right arm.
Yeah.
Well, that was very unfortunate timing. A little bit of an announcer's curse.
Did not plan that. Just want to let y'all know.
That was very unintentional.
Yep.
No doubt he will be pulled from this game with a 28-point lead.
Oh, yeah.
Landers dumps it off to Schroeder. They're just now going to whistle that incomplete. Jacob Asbeck again quick to get to that football.
Yeah, Schroeder could have come up with that one, but he played it like it was a fumble. He tried to block Asbeck from getting the ball. Didn't matter either way. Wes is going to get the ball back. See if we can try to put 6 more on the board for these young bucks to get in.
Under the 8-minute mark here, punt formation for Middletown, seemingly conceding with such little time remaining in this ball game.
You notice there's a different punter back there.
I believe that is Talon Malakote, and Brennan Remy muffing that punt there. I don't know if he called a fair catch or not, but there was contact there.
Yep.
So it might have made that a little bit more difficult to come up with. We're going to take a quick step aside. 7 minutes, 50 seconds remain in the ball game. Celebration is on from Firebird Field when we come back. Eli.
I guess.
45-yard line.
Back from Lakota West. 7 minutes 50 remaining in this contest. 1st down and 10 for the Firebirds at the Middletown 45-yard line after the punt. Jackson Smith remaining in the game. He'll hand it off here. It's Braden Johnson with a carry up the middle. Crosses the 35-yard line to the 34.
Braden Johnson.
Chains continue to move for the Firebirds.
Yeah, if you want some yards, just hand it off to the sophomore Lightning Bolt. Yes, I said Lightning Bolt because he is a Lightning Bolt. He's done a great job to this point. Not his best game, but again, with the limited touches he's had, he's making the most of it. He runs really hard. That's all you can ask from him at this point.
And as our resident West baseball expert, you can probably speak to his athleticism more than I can. I mean, I first saw him come in, play catcher, start at catcher as a freshman on that baseball team last year. And my goodness, is that kid electric with his athleticism. And so is Brennan Remy spinning through a couple of tackles there, picking up over half the chains on that quick reception.
Yeah, fun fact, he had our only home run. You didn't know that, now you do. I mean, pointless information, but just kind of goes to show he's an athlete. He does everything.
6:45, and the clock continues to run. Remy staying inbound, 2nd and 2 on the way for the Firebirds, who are in no hurry to get this snap off. Johnson still in the backfield. He'll take a handoff up the middle, cuts it to the left. These close yardage plays, you get it to Johnson, he gets the job done. Looks like he might be about a half a yard short on that carry.
Another announcer's jinx from
He
Nick
was
Johnson.
stopped by the Middletown line.
I mean, he got half of it. You give him another attempt. I guarantee he gets it. I'll put $5 on it. How
Oh.
about that?
I'll put 10 bucks on
Let's
it.
make this game interesting.
All right.
Oh, our producer says
When you're
15.
doing
Well,
okay.
15. Do I hear a 20?
I don't have money like that. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have to go to the car and get some scraps. Use my,
Reaching those couch cushions.
my quarters. Okay.
Third down and 1.
Bunch of betting men up here in the box here tonight.
Yeah.
Keeping it interesting, 28-0.
Mhm.
Here goes another. Oh, play action handoff. This throw deep to Remy. Jumping catch. He's got it.
Oh,
And
my.
look at the strut and the swagger on Brennan Remy. What a catch.
That was gross. Oh, my gosh. He went up and single-handedly mossed that man. He high-pointed the ball, made the catch. That's automatic. Unbelievable.
Can we see that? The NFL season just started. I want to see that on You Got Mossed, Monday Night Football
Oh.
pregame. I need to see that there.
Somebody needs to send that in.
ESPN, make it happen.
Somebody screen record this.
So everybody record this, send it to ESPN. We need to make that happen. Brendan Remy, my goodness, what an athlete.
Jeez. Wow.
If not on You Got Moss, that's got to be SportsCenter top 10, right?
Extra point attempt is good. And number 19.
All right, 5:20 remaining in this game. It just got even more fun here from Firebird Field, and the clock will continue to run when we come back with the finale of this Firebird blowout. $35-0, and this crowd still buzzing after what we just saw there. Oh my gosh, of all the plays I've seen from Brennan Remy, I have not seen one quite like that.
Reminded me of the Tyson Davis catch in the JV game. I know you remember that.
I do remember that vividly. That broadcast was pure comedy gold.
Thanks, bud.
You know, that makes me, I got a burning question for you here. What breakfast did Brennan Remy eat to fuel that catch, Jordan?
Return by number 2, Matt Johnson.
I can't come up with that many cereals.
Oh, I can name
I
at least
can't-
5. You're slacking.
I don't. I stopped eating cereal last year. I'm gonna be honest, and that was the first thing I thought of, so I said it. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm saying some waffles. I'm gonna be
Waffles?
honest. Yeah, we're gonna take a different direction. We're going waffles.
With the syrup or no?
Oh, absolutely. Butter, syrup, warm. That's all we need, especially Eggo.
I'll forgive you there. Not a huge waffle guy with enough syrup. I'm good.
Wow,
I'll take it.
that's disappointing.
4:55, and the clock is still running with this 35-point West lead. 1st and 10 for Landers in the Middletown Middies. Looks to fire here. Off to the left side, it's Patterson. Gain of 4. Will be knocked down on the play on that Middletown sideline.
Yeah, Middletown at this point just trying to get some courtesy points. Try to erase that 0 on the scoreboard. So it'll definitely be, or have the intention to score the ball here. We'll see if they can do it.
4-yard gain on the pass play. 2nd down and 4.
And we do have a report from the sideline here that Sam Wiles is in street clothes. Not sure if he took off his uniform. This one, a dropped interception, but that might be something to watch there. It does look like he is unharmed, but it is something to keep an eye on.
I want to say Carson Fan.
And it was broken up by number 21, Carson.
On the defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Number 21 is Carson Fan.
Man, Fan had that in his hands and he dropped it. He's got butterfingers, I'll tell you what.
I'm sure he's going to love that line.
It's okay. We're best buds. Just saying.
Clock continues to run on that flag there. Middletown will march forward 1st and 10. First down marker spotted on their own 49-yard line.
Middies.
4 wide for Middletown, 3 to the right. Landers looks to throw, fires across the middle, and it is picked off.
Nate Huggins. Yes, sir.
Interception by number 37, Nathan Huggins.
We'll talk about that when I'm in sports psychology with them on Monday, for sure.
Yeah, talk about the psychology. What's going through his head there? Big interception late in the game, sealing the deal. Let's hear it, Dr. Houck.
Dr. Houck? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll diagnose him with athleticism. That's what I'm going to diagnose him.
It's a great
with.
diagnosis.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't agree more.
that was a heads-up play. I mean, he just kind of threw it right to him, going to be honest. Great hands, way to pull it in. Made it happen. He's going to be thinking about that all night. He probably won't sleep tonight, I'm going to be honest.
Clock continues to run on the change of possession as we get another flag.
Illegal substitution. They broke the huddle. With 12 on the field. 5-yard penalty, still 1.
And Nolan Parker will stand in at quarterback here to wrap up this ball game. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I knew that was a rule in high school. Breaking the huddle was 12 on the field. Well, that's what Wes getting flagged for there.
Yeah, I have no idea. You know, we need a rules analyst. You ever thought about that?
We need our Gene Steratore.
I agree.
Nolan with the handoff. Here goes Johnson, rumbling up the middle to the 25 and more to the 23 and a half, nearly picking up the first after the penalty yardage.
He is too good. He has pretty much wear this Middletown defense down. You can see it takes more than one guy to take him down. At this point, they just kind of want to get off the field from Middletown's mindset.
And a quarterback is number 15, Nolan
Quick
Parker
substitution
for the Firebirds.
for the Middletown Middies. At the time, they have 12 men on the field. He's off, and we'll see the snap. Handoff, here goes Johnson. Cut to the right. Unable to stay on his feet there. Dropped at the
Number
26.
22, Braden Johnson, again the ball carrier.
And you know what's even better about this win is that it's easier for us up here in the booth because we don't have to tear down our setup, because for the 3rd day in a row, we will be coming to you live. Tomorrow, it will be men's soccer from Firebird Field against St. X. We'll have all the coverage of that one at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. If you missed it last night, we had our girls' soccer game, so it's been a busy few days here on the west side, but we love to bring it to you.
How do you do it, Nick? How do you do it?
Never sleep. That's how.
Okay.
Here goes Johnson across the 20. Into the red zone, picks up the first.
25,
That makes sense.
Reese Mason.
It does.
He's tackled by number 44, Trey Keller.
And we'll see the chains move. Clock continues to run. There is more time on the play clock than there is game clock. Stands starting to clear out. And both teams will make their way to the 50-yard line for our handshake line. We're going to go down to the field here real quickly, gather up some interviews. Be sure to follow us on Twitter if you are not following us already for our exclusive post-game coverage. We'll be back next week, of course, from Coleraine. Should be an interesting matchup for the Firebirds. But until then, once again, thank you for sticking with us through our technical difficulties at times here tonight. And as always, go Firebirds.
Final score, Lakota West 35, Middletown 0. Our Firebirds return to action next Friday night, September 15th, as they travel to Coleraine High School to battle the Cardinals.